Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the shop. Got another little project here today doing a gearbox repair. This thing's had the bearing go out and take out the seat that the bearing pocket goes in, so this is a more precision fit than the last one I did where it was an O-ring deal, so I've got to try and hit the numbers on this job. So what I'm going to do is bore this thing out and make a bushing to go in it, and we'll slip it up in there, Loctite it in, and should be as good as it was when it was new. Maybe better, because it won't be soft cast, but still if the bearing fails it'll probably take out even the repair, so it won't be that great. Not invincible. It's still got to keep oil in the box. I've got this thing sitting in here stop blocked both sides, so shouldn't be doing any moving around. Got it held down, holding out here on the edges. It's down against the machine face, so it should be square. I'm presuming that I've picked the right. There's three sides to this machine, so I'm guessing I picked the right one. That's going to be the one that was when they bored that, but I guess we'll find out when I get up in there and get to indicating it. Because I got to go in there and try and pick up the race on the far side, because there's nothing to go by on this side, so I don't know the location. So I need to verify where it is, and then I should be able to put the bearing pocket in line with that. So let me fire this up and we'll check, be sure that I've got it square on the table with my stop blocks. And as long as we're good with that, it'll be time to go up in there and try and get the center of this determined. Perfect. Got a kick in it there, but I'm within probably 2 on the deviation, and that's a half thou scale, so I'm within 1 thou or so. cleaned up on that side over there, so I gotta feel that a little more. Well, there it is, finished bore. Surface finish is decent on it. It's not glass smooth, but it's kind of what I typically see in cast iron. It matches what's been done out here on this outside. It's not as smooth as this, but this has been run over with a Scotch-Brite wheel. I'm sure if that was done that way, it would be shiny too. But that's a as board finish, and it's pretty smooth. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna get a bushing whittled out on the Monarch, and we'll get that thrown in here and see if this thing works. Okay, so I got a piece chucked up there for stock, and I'm gonna turn my 4-inch OD first, and then I'll go in and do the ID for this bearing, and that should have this concentric. I do it all in one operation, and should be good to go. I can just press that in the box, and this should be ready to rock. Take it to 4-250 this time, another 1/4 inch. Right on size on the outside, so let's get a boring bar and bore this thing. Should be real close to 3625. .3624. Just keep going at that. Go for 50. From that, I ain't taking that too. there it is, another fine project on the Monarch. I got the sleeve made to go in the gearbox, and I should be right to where this has got a thou on the outside press fit, so it's going to squeeze it down a little from where it is. But right now, it's where it'll just barely start right now. So I could hammer it down in there, it'll go, but I don't want to get it stuck in there or have to knock it back out, because I gotta put this in the box first, and like I said, it's gonna squeeze this shut some. Couple thou, should be one. I don't want a super tight fit on this because I don't want it to distort the bore when it crushes down. It'll be tight enough once this is Loctited on the outside. It'll be tight when it goes in, but we'll see how it fits when it goes together. So let's go down and give it a try. Well, there it is, all fixed up. You can see the bearing race and the bushing down in there, and they're nice and solid. No way that's going to spin or rattle or do anything anymore besides what it's supposed to do. And I've had the shaft down in there. I've got a test shaft that they've ground on, chewed on, and it slips together and the bearings don't seem to be cocked, so I'd say the alignment's good as far as that goes. So I'm gonna call this job complete. It's ready to go back to the customer, get cleaned up and get assembled. And that should be a good repair for a long time. I'm actually surprised. I cut this the same height as the bearing race. The way this was factory, this race must have stuck up above the casting because it's down against the original shoulder. I didn't add anything, so it's as deep as it ever was. But that should be better now that the race is fully backed up instead of just partially backed up. Could have been what led to it wiring itself out in the first place. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this job. Another one completed. So be on to doing the next thing, which is probably going to be moving this insulation in here and trying to get the floor painted underneath where I'm going to put the Monarch. And I still got to decide for sure exactly where I'm going to put it, so that'll affect that. I'll have to use my brain here to figure that out. It's kind of a one-time deal. I can move it again, but I just as soon not. So I'll get this back to the customer and hopefully it'll be satisfactory and run a lot of years for them. Should save them a bunch of money anyway over what this replacement box costs. And as another good learning practice job on the G&L, getting better using it all the time, I think. I know that my results with this, I was able to hold a tighter tolerance than I was with the other. I hit my number within 1/1000 this time. So pretty happy about that. Being able to get that bore to 1/1000 of my target. It really didn't matter because I could just make the bushing any size that I needed to, but you know, I was shooting for a particular number and I said I almost hit it, so was happy with that and just keep practicing until I get it to work and hit that number all the time, and then I should be good. So it doesn't always work out that way, but we like for it to. We gotta get this mess cleaned up and off here. Got too many tools gathering on the mill table again, so I'll get to working on that too. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll catch y'all later.